Hey, I've got a little tutorial for you today. I want to talk about reverse flight. I reckon the easiest way to learn how to reverse one of these kites is from the side hover. From time you understand how to hover this kite sideways, you can reverse it perfectly, right? And the way I learn it, or the drill that I do, is I take it all the way out to the edge of the window and then simply let the wind blow the kite back into the center of the window. This will happen, right? Because imagine, where is the wind blowing right now? The wind is blowing against the kite, so it's naturally going to want to go this way, right? So that's what I do. You take it all the way out to the side, find that side hover, right? And then simply coax it backwards, ever so slightly, and it will want to go back to the center of the window. So you do it on the other side, right? Let the wind blow it back, coax it backwards ever so slightly, and it naturally wants to go towards the center. It's going to stop. Watch this. It's going to stop right there because now the wind is blowing the kite forwards. So if I turn it round, barely any inputs again, the wind is going to push the kite back to the center again. And that's pretty much all it is. That's my drill. I just keep repeating this side to side. Coax it back ever so slightly. Notice there's barely any movement in my handles. All I do is that initial coax, and then I barely touch it after that. Just commit to a direction and don't try to micromanage the reverse, right? Commit to the direction there and barely adjust from then on. There's nothing going on with my hands really. And again, the other side. The other one is the inverted reverse. Again, from the hover, I find it's much easier to think about the reverse as coming from the hover, right? So, inverted reverse. Notice my handle positions. I find it easier to balance the kite when I hold the handles horizontally like this. It just lets me finely tune what the kite is doing while it's inverted. So, center of the window, balance the kite, step backwards. I'm barely moving the handles. Just step back, step back, step back. It's gone up, right? Again. Hold the inverted reverse, step back, step back, step back with ever such a slight touch on the downwards input on the handles. Again, hold it in reverse, ever so slightly coax it upwards while stepping back. That's pretty much my drill. The other one that I like to do, if I want to practice transitioning between, I don't know, so if I want to transition between going that way and then going that way and then going that way and then that way and then that way and then I transition back and go that way. The way I learned this is, again, from the side, reverse it back, transition into the inverted hover, reverse it back, transition, reverse it back, transition, reverse it back, transition, reverse it back. I reckon if you keep practicing with those drills, you'll get used to the way the kite feels in reverse. It's all feeling. It's really difficult to explain to people how to do it because your way of doing it might be completely different to the way that I do it. But as soon as you learn how the reverse feels, you'll get it. You'll nail it every single time. So now I'm gonna go faster. Because I know what the reverse feels like, I commit to it and then don't move. Any little adjustment I make is a tiny, tiny little, you see this on the top? That's what I'm adjusting it with. It's as if I'm hanging the kite from the lines of that top handle, right? Imagine you're hanging a painting, right? I'm hanging it from this handle. See? Now, coax it back. Ever such a slight adjustment on this one. There. Now if I do it again. Go back. Ever such a slight adjustment on the top again. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you again next time. Peace.